What's the combine experience been like for you?
It's been great. I mean, it's an opportunity to, show some of my knowledge, meet with some teams, and it's just been great to be around some of these great old linemen too. So.
Is this something when you were growing up thinking about playing football that you always thought about, dreamed about?
I think the main goal is, making it to the NFL, and the combine is, a stepping stone for that. So it comes with it.
Where are you at in your recovery process, and what drills are you going to be able to do tomorrow? Like, what's the plan on that?
I'm nearing 100%. Before my surgery, my doctor said even if I get a combine invite, I probably won't be able to do it. So, I'm following the doctor's plans. I won't be able to do anything on Sunday and Monday, but I'll be out there rooting for the guys.
What about pro day? Are you planning on working out there?
Yeah, I'll be planning on working out there.
So what was the actual injury? MCL?
That was my lateral meniscus.
Okay. How difficult was that to have your season career end like that?
It was pretty difficult. I was sitting there and I had to make that tough decision. And but I stayed with it. I stayed with my teammates. I was there every step of the way. And
when you say tough decision, whether or not to have the surgery, trying to play through it?
Yeah, trying to play through it or have the surgery. I was going to have to have surgery regardless. So, I had to make that tough decision, but, I had to do what I had to do.
Have teams talked to you about possibly switching positions and moving across the offensive line?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought that was like a known thing. I feel like a lot of guys are, swing guys, either tackle or guard or center. So, yeah, I'm open to play whatever.
Do you feel like there's a certain position you project best at?
No, I think I can play whatever the team needs me to play.
A couple of seasons ago, you had Collegiate as a teammate. He obviously on the other side playing defensive tackles with the Bucks now. What do you recall about him and his time at Pitt, like kind of taking over games and helping your team win?
Man, that's a dude right there. I can tell you that. In practice every day he worked. He gave us a lot of good reps, especially at one-on-ones and teams. We had to double team him so we can get some of the plays off. But he's a good dude and a great player.
Have you met with the Bucks this week?
Informally, I have not yet, but I think we meet with every team. So.
Why did you decide to declare? You could have gone back for another year, right?
No, I could not.
You cannot have?
I could not.
Oh, okay. Did you know that when the surgery happened?
Yeah. Yep.
How would you describe kind of your career arc at Pitt? The fact that you get in, it feel a little stop and start. Did it feel like that with you?
Yes. I was plugged in a couple times, playing a couple games, and then those 6 years came back, and I was supposed to be like my starting year. But I just put my head down and grinded. That was the thing. I never really thought about the portal or anything. That's a huge thing for me, like loyalty. You just gotta put your head on and work for it. And everything is earned, not given. So
when you look back at that decision to go to Pitt 6 years ago, are you happy with what you did? And how
100%. 100%. Yeah, I think I lived my Pitt life to the fullest.
Now, did you have opportunities to go to the portal, like were schools like looking at you and things like that when you were there?
I wouldn't say that, but I just never even thought about it. Like I said, I just put my head down and grinded. Like everything is not given as earned.
So, being a captain, how do you think that experience went, and what did you learn just from having that responsibility?
I learned how to talk to people. I feel like that's what a captain does. Everyone's not going to respond the same. So you got to learn how to talk to your teammates as well as coaches. You got to learn how to talk to them as well as a captain. So I think it went really well.
Did you feel more comfortable either on the left side or the right side when you were playing?
No, I played both. I switched over from right to left to right. So I feel comfortable playing both.
Who are the people that helped you get through the injury, like you said? You said it was a tough time. Who are some of the people you'd like to shout out, give thanks to that helped you through that process?
We could be here forever, but, a couple of the main people, my brother, my fiance, and my mom.
If you had to pick a single trait that makes an offensive lineman successful, what's the one trait that you would pick?
Grit. You got to be a gritty guy to play on the offensive line. You don't get a lot of praise throughout the the game. But if you get a holding call, they'll call your name. But it's a lot of grit and a lot of selflessness.
Thank you.
How much attention are you paying to, like the draft reports, what the scouts are saying about your game as you're going through this process?
You said I'm sorry.
You can go online and read, okay, Branson Taylor, here's what he's good at, here's what he's bad at. Like, do you go and look at any of that and pay attention?
No, I really just try to focus on what's the task ahead. I'm trying to focus on what I am right now, and I'm doing the interview right now. So this is what I was focused on this morning.
So do you have any goals for the draft as far as where you can be taken, when you can be taken?
I mean, wherever. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll be excited wherever I go, or wherever I land in the draft, or even if it's free agency, I'll be ecstatic to get an opportunity.
Do you have a plan as far as like what you want to do to watch the draft, like house party, family and friends, something like that?
I was thinking about it. I think I was going to just have some family and friends over. People that made an impact on my life.
So I know you're not able to work out here yet, but have you how's that rehab process going? Are you able to be back on the field doing stuff?
Yeah. So I like I said, I'm nearing 100%. Just got kind of cleared to start sprinting and doing everything about a week ago. So it's been good. Rehab's been really good. It's a 4 to 6 month recovery, and I just hit that 4 month about a week ago. So it's been really good.
You say near 100. What's like a specific amount there? Is it like 90, 95?
I would say 90 to 95, in that range.
So obviously you're a big dude. In those reports that you don't read, they talk about how physical you are. So what do you think you do best, and what are you working on the most, and have been working on the most throughout your career?
I think I'm an athletic guy. I think I'm a good run blocker and a good pass blocker. But I'm trying to work on that and being that consistently. That's what I've been working on, doing the everyday things really well.
I know you're Steelers. You grew up a Steelers fan, right?
Yeah.
So what was it like being in that facility with the Steelers? Did you get to know Mike Tomlin real well?
Yeah. I mean, I got to see him coach, and I got to see a lot of great players, especially on the offensive line. Just when I was my time there, I used to go out there and right after our winter workout, or not winter workouts, our spring workouts or summer workouts, they'd be out there doing OTAs or rookie mini camp. So it was really good to see a professional be a pro.
So you're a Cleveland kid. Did you grow up not liking the Browns then? If you're a Steelers fan?
I wouldn't say not liking the Browns, but my family, my mom's side of the family is from Pittsburgh, and that's what I was around mostly.
Have you met with the Browns at all through this process? Okay. Would it be cool to play for, even though you weren't a fan, the hometown team?
I mean, for sure. I mean, like I said, wherever I go, I'll be very excited.
How would you describe the experience of living in that area and not only not being a Browns fan, but being a Steelers fan? Because that's pretty rare. So
yeah, growing up it was kind of hard. Well, not for me, honestly. Pittsburgh was really good back then. So it wasn't hard, but a lot of guys give me a lot of stuff for being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, because all my friends usually are Browns fans. So.
And what would your response be when they would give you some teasing for rooting for the Steelers?
I mean, I'd just be like, I think my team's a little bit better right now. So.
What role did Elyria Catholic play in your journey to this spot?
Ooh, I mean, that's a good one. I think they played a huge role, especially some of the coaches there. I shout out Coach Palmer, Coach Cookda, Coach Fox. I mean, those three for sure. They played a big role in because I didn't play football my sophomore year, and all three of those guys came in and talked to me and always pushed me to play football. And I decided to do it, and it turned out pretty well for me.
Why were you so late to football?
So I played when I was younger. I played up until my sophomore year, and I didn't love the game, and I didn't want to cheat it. I didn't want to just go out there just to be out there just because I was a big kid. So, but when I truly fell in love with the game was my freshman year of college. That's when I knew I was like, this game is for me. I love it, I love the grind. I love the process. I love being an offensive lineman.
Do you ever think back, what if they hadn't convinced you to play football, where you'd be?
I try not to think about that because I don't know where I would be. So, well, I'm just glad I did.
Is there a play that shows your football character off?
Talking about in the season?
Yeah.
Or
Like a play that stands out that shows your football character.
I mean, anytime I get the pull, anytime you see me running at a DB, I think that shows.
Thank you.
Are you training somewhere?
Yeah, I'm training in the Exos.
Okay, how's that been going for you?
Good, really good. You know, the rehab centers are perfect. Strength coach, speed coach. You know, they all been working with me, and it's been really good.
It's on Arizona.
It's in Pensacola, Florida.
You mentioned your mom a little bit. I just watched that video of Pitt. It was kind of out of video. What has she meant to you throughout this whole journey? I mean, she talked about crying every time she sees you at Pitt.
Man, she means the world to me. You know, she was a single mom. My father passed away when I was 4, so you know she had to be mom and dad. So she means the world to me, and you know I'm trying to do whatever I can to give it back to her. So.
I mean, this is a big question, but like, how has that shaped you, not having your dad down here before, right?
Man, I love that question, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I use that as motivation every day. You know, some people, you know, will like be sad, and I was sad when I was younger because I really didn't know because I was 4 years old. So I didn't know like what was really going on. But you know, I use that as motivation every single day. You know, if I'm having a bad day, I just, you know, close my eyes for a second and I think like, okay, I hope I'm making my father proud. So.
What was his name?
Brian.
Taylor.
Yeah, Branson Taylor.
So getting engaged, that's pretty young. Not everybody gets engaged in college anymore. I
Yeah.
saw the pictures; those are cool too.
Yeah, so I've been dating my fiance for about 8 years, almost coming up on 9 years. We're high school sweethearts. So, you know, she's been great. You know, I promise you I would not be here today without her. So.
She a Lyric Catholic?
Yeah, Lyric Catholic.
What's her name?
Cameron.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
And
You're from Lorraine, right? Tom?
Yeah, I'm from Lorraine. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
you gonna have a big wedding, or what's the plan for that?
We're planning on it. We're planning on having a pretty big wedding. You know, I know a lot of people. She knows a lot of people. So.
Did she go to Pitt with you?
She did not. So she went to Kent State, and then cause I kind of convinced her not to go to Pitt at first, and then I realized that was a mistake for me. You know, I wanted to be with her, and so you know, yeah. So she just moved in my senior year.
Okay.
So we live together now.
It was on the beach, right?
Yeah, I was at Myrtle Beach, my first ever vacation.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
You knew you were going to do it ahead of time.
kinda, like 2 days in advance.
Oh, that's it?
2 days before we got down there. She planned it all, and I had to, you know, call the photographer, make some plans there, and then, you know, she was very shocked. So.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. You mentioned when you listen to your Lyric Catholic coaches, Coach Fox. Like, so what did he? Would you say he was the one that maybe meant the most to you? I know as a head coach. Or,
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of guys. There is a lot of guys. You know, he came in. I think he changed the football program at Lyric Catholic. He changed it for the better, for sure. So yeah, he came in the one day and he said, "We need you on the football field. I mean, whatever position you want to play." And I said, "Okay, I'll try it out." And you know, it worked out for me.
have there been any, I don't know, like cool moments during this process at the combine, right? Running into coaches, or even going into meetings and seeing some coaches that you grew up watching, or players, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's being around these offensive linemen. I think that's the coolest part. And I mean, obviously seeing some other guys, but like being around the offensive linemen. I mean, you guys, like I said, we don't get a lot of credit throughout the game, but you know, seeing these guys like is really cool to just show where, you know, football is going. And this is a really talented group of offensive linemen.
Who are some of the linemen that you grew up watching their film or admiring?
So when I was younger, it was Joe Thomas for sure, because I was a Cleveland guy. And then now, you know, I really love Trishan Wirfs, film, Jedrick Willis, Trent Williams. You know, he's just an athletic freak. So it's kind of hard to watch him sometimes and try to put that in your own game. But Andrew Thomas, I mean, I can go on forever. But I mean, some of those guys are really good to just watch.
That Joe Thomas kickback with that. It's hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is hard to do. You know, I tried to do that in high school a couple times, and it didn't really work out in my favor. But it was it was really good watching him.
You ever get to meet him?
I have not yet. So hopefully.
Is there anyone here that you were excited to meet just after going against them in college?
I mean, there was a couple guys here that I've seen.
Yeah.
We got to talk. Ashley Gelati from Louisville. I didn't get to play him this year, but we talked on the field a little bit, and then we talked here a little bit, just saying what's up and whatever. But honestly, I haven't seen anybody yet, like really. But
If you had to tell, if fans were asking you, hey, who's someone that is flying under the radar right now? Is there anyone you would say?
I mean, a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I don't think I can say specific names or whatever,
Sure.
but I think a lot of guys are flying under the radar.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.